Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I figured I would sit down really quickly and do the world's most boring makeup get ready with me, just to kind of say hello, fill y'all in on how we've been lately, a little bit of a life update. Again, I'm using just a couple new to me items that I picked up in recent sales, but yeah, it's super quick, easy makeup, mostly an excuse to say hello. Why don't we go ahead and get into it. As we get started, I'm gonna try to balance a little life update and also just talking about, I only went, I didn't really go crazy during the Sephora sale. I got like 2 things from Sephora, and then like I placed a little Ulta order because you know they always do like a good competing sale during that time. So I only got like 4 items I think total. I'll show you those items, and then mostly I'm here to give a life update. I think the last time that I gave a life update was right before we went home to visit family in August. So it's been a while since. I'm surprised that it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but at the same time it really has. In fact, months have gone by and I haven't really given like a life update. Going back to our trip in August, things were really good. We had a really good trip. She did really great on the flight. And I was very like proud of her. She's just kind of a laid back baby, which is nice. And it was a relief because I was kind of worried that she would be overly bored or too much stranger danger on the plane or something. She really did fine. By the way, I'm trying out the Essence, like the watermelon niacinamide dewdrops like dupe product. This is my second time using it. I haven't really used it under makeup before. I put it on my face before just to see what it felt like. It has a very, very watermelon-y scent. I mean, I knew it was gonna smell like watermelon, but it's like it smells like a watermelon, like Jolly Rancher. And it's almost like a little sticky. I've never tried the actual like product from Sephora that it's duping, but it's not like a gripping primer. I'd just say it's not, it doesn't necessarily feel like a moisturizer, which I feel like I was expecting to like dry down and just you don't feel it. But I kind of feel a little bit of stickiness on my face after using that primer. Also, I figured I would try out this Estee Lauder foundation again. This has been one that I really had high expectations and hopes for when I bought it in the 21 Days of Beauty sale, and I think it was a fall sale. And I haven't really learned to love it yet, and I feel like so many people that I watch with mature skin really like this foundation, and for me the color match is fine. And that's not an issue. It's just that it's a very weird foundation. The couple times I've used it, it will look decent right when I put it on, and then in like an hour it looks dry, and then an hour later it looks oily, and then an hour later it's like broken up and almost gone, and it's just not what I expect. Especially the dryness part. Like I feel like this is, from what I understand, to be more of a dewy foundation, so I don't understand how once in a while I can look so dry with it, or it settles into wrinkles really fast. I don't know. I don't love it so far, but I'm trying to figure out maybe if I mix it with certain primers. Maybe I was using it with the wrong primers. I don't know. But sorry, hopping around like crazy. Let me just like hop forward to right now. Things have been so crazy. I've been wanting to, I had like this giant list of videos I wanted to get up in the month of October and November, and then I was going to try to do like a big upload series kind of thing in December, kind of like Vlogmas, but probably pared down a little bit because it would be very hard to do Vlogmas with a baby. This past month has just turned out to be crazy. In the beginning of November, we had some friends come visit, which was awesome. It was so nice to see them, but we were busy trying to like go and see and experience parts of the city that we haven't really got to go see yet. And we had a lot of fun, but we were worn slap out, and then we had like couple days we were trying to recover after they left and just kind of like do some laundry and get back to a routine. And the next thing you know, Galis got sick it's been a little over a week now. And at first we were thinking, okay, maybe it's a cold. She picked up a cold somewhere. And we were kind of waiting for the like nasal symptoms or cough or sneeze, like some sort of respiratory symptom to show up. It never did. And in fact, she just kept a really bad fever. She's kept a really bad fever pretty much the whole week, and we've taken her to the doctor, and they said their best guess, they did like strep test and all kinds of stuff, and they said their best guess is that she's probably got like a stomach virus, which seems to be tracking right now because she seems like her tummy really bothers her. It's just so hard. She's literally been like fighting a fever for a full week. She doesn't want to eat. Well, she'll drink breast milk, but she doesn't want to eat solids. Like she typically is like a pretty decent eater, so it's a real bummer that she's struggling so bad. So needless to say, over the past couple of weeks, all of my like plans to upload and stuff just they went out the window because she is the most important thing. And I know I've heard other parents say it, and like so hard to watch your little one be sick, and at the same time it's like at least I get to cuddle her a ton during that. Like she's been very cuddly, so hopefully that brings her some comfort, but it's so hard to see her sick like that. I'm gonna try out the Ultra Creamy Concealer from Tarte today. This guy I've had for a while, but I wanted to wait until I've worked on a couple other like concealers and finished them before I started using this guy, and I wanted to try to test it out today. I'm a big fan of the Tarte original Shape Tape, but it can be pretty drying at times, so I figured why not try out the creamy one, see if I don't expect it to be as full coverage as the original version, but if it was somewhat similar and then also just not drying, that would be amazing. So we'll see. But yeah, what was I saying? Going back, let's see, I think in my head back in October I had plans that I was gonna hop on close to Halloween and do like a little get ready with me and show y'all our Halloween outfits, and that didn't happen because our friends showed up like right at the end of Halloween, so we got a little too busy like preparing for them. But for Halloween we had a lot of fun. We the Saturday before Halloween we went to the zoo, and they do like an event called Boo at the Zoo, and Gayless is too small for candy, but she had a lot of fun just seeing animals. And every time we go to the zoo, we've only been twice, but she sees a little bit more and more each time. The first time she really liked penguins, and this last time she liked the elephants a lot, which was cute because she was dressed up like an elephant. I'll try to insert a photo here about what we looked like. We dressed up as zoo animals, which I thought was really fun. So Bo ended up being a baboon, and I wanted to do his makeup, but the night before we were going to practice the makeup, and Gayless hated it. She was about to cry looking at her dad, and she's like, I don't know who this man is. So we decided to skip the baboon makeup and just put him in a baboon costume. And then I went as a giraffe, and of course Gayless went as an elephant. It was a lot of fun. It was super cute. I was surprised that there weren't more zoo animals dressed up at the zoo, but there weren't. All right, first impression. Granted, I have not been getting a lot of sleep lately because Gayless is her little sleep routine at night is completely off. She's waking up in the middle of the night and like wanting to play because she's sleeping like 5 hours in the day sometimes because she's sick, or she sleeps so much during the day because she's sick. But I will say it's not drying, but it's also not full coverage either. That's a bummer. It'd probably be something that I would need to try a color corrector under, and like, you know, the bags are more pronounced right now, but still I kind of had higher expectations than what that's delivering. I don't know. Has anybody else used both of the Tarte concealers, the Shape Tape ones? What do you think? Am I experiencing this product different than you are? I'm very curious to know. So yeah, and then on actual Halloween, again, Gayless is a little too small for candy, but we really wanted the opportunity to dress up again. When we were originally trying to pick our Halloween costumes, we couldn't decide between Jurassic Park and the little zoo animals, so we figured why not dress up as Jurassic Park on Halloween, and we go around and do, instead of trick or treat, we go and trick or meet our neighbors. We haven't really because we've been in this neighborhood a little over a year now, and we moved in right before we had a baby, and then, you know, having a baby is a lot, so we haven't really met a lot of our neighbors, so we figured it would be a good chance to, like, I don't know, introduce ourselves, hopefully. And we met a couple really nice people. Granted, we haven't seen them since because we've been either busy or sick, but it was a fun trick or meet experience, and I hope we get to do it again next year, because again, I'm not sure what to expect. I'm not sure how much she'll be eating candy by that time. Maybe she will. I honestly just don't know, because it's my first time ever really being around a baby. But either way, it was definitely a lot of fun to dress up as like our little Jurassic Park characters. Her little, oh my gosh, her little dinosaur outfit was so cute, and it was just a lot of fun. We ended up just setting up all the candy outside, so we probably missed some trick-or-treaters. Not the year before, when we were pregnant, we only had like 3 trick-or-treaters, but this year we had a lot more. Like, we came back to the house and you could just tell we had a lot more foot traffic. The candy was like way down, which I know people probably get a little like more excited when there's the bowl out there and they can just grab a whole handful. But I still think we saw a lot of people walking around on the streets, so imagine we actually had a good crowd, which makes me kind of sad because I was just expecting that we wouldn't have anybody, which is why I was like, let's go trick or meet instead of waiting right here for trick-or-treaters to come. Also, I don't know how I'm looking in. I forgot to like get a good mirror in front of me. In my viewfinder, I feel like I look a little bit crazy, like that bronzer might be a little dark for how pale I'm looking right now, so don't judge me. Today, I'm literally lucky to be filming at all because we've been very sick over here. Let's see if I can take my foundation sponge and like maybe tone down the blush or the bronzer just a little bit. I had this guy out to use, but honestly, I think she's gonna wake up soon and I don't want to have half done makeup when we need to like run out the door and I need to make some returns today. So I think what I'm gonna do is skip eyeshadow. I'm so sorry that this is more boring, but I'm doing the best I can. This guy I did pick up recently. I wanted to pick it up during the 21 days of beauty sale from Ulta and they were sold out. This is the, a couple of you recommended Persona blushes to me, and I saw the shade, or specifically the shade 2 because I was looking for a very cool tone pink. This is the shade Bubble, and it's so pretty. When I saw that they had like a powder form and then the little blush stick form, I immediately was like, oh, okay, I want to try the blush stick, I think, just because when I looked at swatches online, it looked a little bit more cool tone than the pressed powder version, although they looked almost identical. I think I was just thinking that up in my head to have an excuse to buy another cream format. And then in the meantime, I had bought this little ColourPop blush, so I figured today we might try them out. Maybe I'll do one on one cheek and one on the other and just see how different they look. I'm really curious. So I'm gonna like put a ton on my hand here and pick it up with my sponge. And we'll go over here. Okay, it's very light. I can go a lot heavier. Let me do that. Meanwhile, while I'm doing this, I'm curious to know how all of y'all are doing. Please know that I miss hanging out with y'all. And I wish I could promise I had a lot more videos coming down the pipeline. I have like a ton of videos that I want to do and like a huge list of videos to do, but at this point I'm starting to realize that those are just gonna maybe be pipe dreams that maybe won't happen because, oh my gosh, look at that like dewy finish. I like it a lot. I don't think it picked up the foundation, even though that foundation is a bit finicky, but that's really pretty. Let's see, let's do a little bit of powder blush on the other side. I'll try this little brush here. Hopefully it's not too, sorry, I had a coughing fit because my throat is dry. Hopefully this brush isn't too dense. Definitely a different finish. I'll have to like go back probably over this side with a little bit of that cream blush, but I'm curious. I don't know, let's see. So I'm not sure what you'll be able to see on camera. This side, while very pretty, like far away, I do see my like pores a little bit more because it's very dewy finish. And then this guy, I think is not as pigmented as I was kind of expecting that this blush would be way more pigmented compared to this blush. But it's not super pigmented, although I can still see my pores a bit over here. I think it's just that foundation. Me and that foundation, I don't know if we're really gonna get along. Like I'm pretty bummed that like so far that foundation is just a bit of a letdown. I feel like I'm still looking for like, I'm putting some of that cream blush on top just to try to not be so matte. I like more of a satin finish blush, and I feel like it's looking very matte on my cheeks. And then let me take a little bit of this blush over here and see if we can kind of dial down. Okay, I do like the layered effect of it. I think that's pretty. I feel like my right side still doesn't match my left side. I think the cream stick I definitely am liking better than the ColourPop one, but I think the move is going to be to use both of them. I think that will be the move because I really like this cheek a lot, which was start with this guy, then go over it with the powder. Like I really like that look, so hopefully that looks okay. And this gets me really excited for springtime. I can't wait to play with these blushes with some of my like pastel palettes. I feel like they'll be so pretty. And then to finish things off, I did buy both of these during this Sephora sale. This is the Fenty Glow Heat in Hot Chocolate, and then this is the Bronze Glow from Mario. I think I'm gonna just use the Bronze Glow. I meant to grab a lip liner and I completely forgot one, so we'll just try it without one. And it seems like it's one of those kind of like twist up things. I'm not sure how pigmented it'll be. Y'all, I'm addicted to anything with a like tingle, so I'm very excited for products like this, because in this, like, I have the original Fenty Gloss Bomb and I like it, but this thing with the tingle, bring it on. I love a tingle. This is so pretty to me. Let me just, I'll pop a little bit of, I mean, this is a little bit redundant because this is a glowy lip balm and this is a glowy lip gloss. So a bit redundant, and maybe doesn't match my little hot pink cheeks. I also forgot mascara. Let me go get that too. I'm just gonna stop and come back and we'll close this out. This has been a hot mess, sorry. Okay, I am back. I did the quickest brow also because I forgot that. Put on some really light mascara, and I realized I also forgot to put a little highlighter on, and I like highlight, so I'm gonna just throw a little bit of highlight on. Gosh, like in the viewfinder I look so tired, which is true to life. But yeah, I am so sorry for the world's probably most boring get ready with me, but mostly it was an excuse to hop on here, let y'all know how we're doing. I feel like we're coming through the other end of the sickness. Keep us in your thoughts. Make sure you say hello. Hopefully I'll have another video up soon. I don't know which one it'll be at this point, but I'm gonna try to get back on schedule a little bit. Know that I miss y'all. I'm looking forward to chatting with y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.